Now, look at verse 26. He says, and he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth. Again, Paul didn't talk about Adam and Enoch and Noah and David or Jesus, but from one man. He made every nation of men. He was being very generic. Verse 26. He says, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their habitation. So Paul was trying to show them, even while they didn't know God, they were already included in the purposes and the plans of God. Verse 27, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for Him and find Him, though He is not far from each one of us. So God is not far. He is just a breath away. And God is orchestrating all of human history so that everybody has the greatest chance and opportunity to get to know Him. Look at verse 28. For in Him we live and move and have our being, as also some of your own poets have said, for we are also His offspring. Now, Paul didn't quote Micah or Amos or Joel. He quoted the pagan poets of Greece. I tell you, this is an amazing thing. Here is the Mars Hill paradigm. Paul showed the thorough knowledge he had of the pop culture of the Athenians. Now, in Him we live and move and have our being. Remember in the 80s when Hosanna Integrity was coming up with songs? There used to be a song, in Him we live and move and have our being. We used to sing, right? And I used to wonder, what chapter and verse that's from. Is that from Psalms? Is that from Isaiah? Do you know that in Him we live and move and have our being? It's not even a scriptural text. It was a pagan text of Minos referring to the Greek god Zeus. It was from the popular literature of the Greeks. So Paul was quoting from the books that the Greeks were reading. These were pagan texts. Now, for sure, Paul did not agree with any of the beliefs or philosophy of those pagans, but he saw nothing wrong with using indisputable truth from their words to present the gospel to them in a way they could understand. You see, Paul was wisely using the popular culture of the Athenians to proclaim the gospel. If Paul is living in our days, he'll be quoting from the great movies of our time like Batman or Spider-Man or The Matrix. I can tell, in my church, if I'm reaching out to kids and I tell them, do you know this verse and chapter from the Bible? They say, huh? But if I tell them, you know what's the greatest word Spider-Man ever said? Yeah, with power comes great responsibility. Oh, come on, give the Lord a big clap. Yeah.